Hello there everybody, Oymon here, and welcome back to a Monsters Expedition. So when we last left off, we'd been sort of wandering around, hopping from island to island, solving from some very easy to some very difficult puzzles, including some that I kind of butted my heads against and no fucking clue what the hell I was doing on that. But we're up and we're going again. So yes, we were wherever the hell we were. Oh no, that's the reset button. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to remember what all the controls were at this point, because... Alright, so that's rewind, that's reset. Those don't do anything as far as I know. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. You can move around really, really fast using the D-pad, compared to, this is me analog sticking it. Which doesn't really work, but then that's me using the D-pad, so that's funny. Okay. So yes, we have... I need to remember how the hell to get the map. Oh yeah, we can do that, which was that. And I think this gets me the full big map, doesn't it? Yes. So we were kind of just wandering around, looking at stuff, essentially trying to figure puzzles out, to work out how to get to, other islands, other places, things like that. I'd run into a couple of dead ends. A few areas I felt like I kind of finished, maybe, possibly, but I didn't hang around in all the places for too long. It looks like we can go over here, though. So, at this point, it is just a case of wandering to see what the hell I can do. Oh, no, wait, I can push. Yes, because that was something we learned. Oh, did I read this? Scented candle, yes, I did. So yeah, there was this very sort of tongue-in-cheek humor, such as it was, in regards to the... no, that's not right. Actually, what am I going to do with this? Huh. That is a really good question. Okay, because we learned a few tricks. Here's the thing. The game presents itself in a very simple way. And you've actually got to sort of naturally work out certain solutions. Like, two logs that end up in the water next to each other will merge into a raft that you can then push. So, for instance, if it was possible, I could push this across to there. And then that would make a raft, although that doesn't really do a lot for me. So I could... Then that would raise the question of what the hell do I do to you? Because whichever one I knock down, I cannot then... use to merge with the other one. Alright, so there's going to be a lot of me just being quiet, trying to work things out. Because there's just a lot of that in general. Because you also can't hop from a log that's horizontal onto a log that's vertical, or vice versa. You have to be able to go straight across. The game's very careful about that. So there are two possibilities. Either... Because I could push things down to that bottom corner there, but then I couldn't push off somewhere. The only two places I can push off are here, but that would just push me across to there, so that wouldn't do any good. Could go south, but I don't think I could get south of that. weird. I feel like this place is just a dead end. I have found that there's like, I feel like there's more stuff I need to learn. I just don't know all the tricks yet. It is very much that sort of thing. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we'll reset it because I don't know what the hell it is yet. And we'll go back to the post box and see what, if anything else we can find. Because there's plenty of more places around. You can zoom out, which just caused some lag for some reason. Never quite worked that out. Obviously trying to solve a lot of things at once isn't going to be the best idea ever. Okay, so islands we may not have solved yet. What's that one over here? Nope, not that. Ooh. Crayons. They look more like lipstick to me, but okay. These human crayons were apparently useful for drawing on skin, but left greasy smudges when applied to walls, paper, clothes, and teeth. In this way, they appear vastly inferior to monster crayons. They also taste bland. Yes, there's this thing going on where the monsters are trying to analyze human society and not doing a very good job of it. So I think what we need to do is push the other one into there somehow. So many different directions I can push that in. That, but yeah, we got the shortcut across to there. That's fine. That one can literally only be knocked down in 2 different ways, so fine. So to get to that one, yeah, if I want to create the shortcut, I've got to knock this tree down. Maybe I am looking at this wrong. Because what I'm thinking is, because my original thought was, oh, make the thing here, but I could make it here, potentially. Or, yeah, okay. Or I could make it here. Although I still don't know how I'd get the log. You can't like roll it, unfortunately. That's not a thing. So yeah, if I knock it that way, then I don't think. Let me test the theory real quick. Half of this game is working out what the bloody hell you're doing most of the time, so no, that one just pushes it off, so that's no good. Although, oh, that could work. Oh, actually, yes. Okay, I think I know what I gotta do now. Not that way. Come on, here we go. Yeah, so you've got to go around. Go that way. And there's your raft. Perfect. Hey, see? Sorted. Sometimes you just got to think about it a little bit logically. Okay. So we got two big trees. We got to work out where the hell they got to go. I think that way? Then we can push off that way. Hooray! What the heck is this thing? Smoke machine. Although the label smoke machine conjures up images of log fires, the name is misleading and the smoke machine should not be set on fire. More accurately, a smoke machine is a fog machine, spitting out a liquid called fog juice, which turns into thick, wet air. This may be a form of human bathing. Only unintentionally. Oh, okay, so that one was nice and simple. Huh. Ooh, hey, look, we can get over there. Okay. Yeah, looks like there's only one way we can knock you down. Hang on a second. Not that way. What I need to do is to push it this way. Only I won't be able to do that because I won't be able to get to that log. Definitely the only, because yeah, we can't cross over that because the logs just roll. Okay, so there's only so many things I can do with this guy. Because what I'm thinking is it currently needs to bridge that gap there. Because that's about the only... Well, it's either there or it's here. No, it's one or the other. See, what I need to do... Could I? Oh no, I wouldn't be able to get up to there. See, I need to be able to knock this top one down, so that if I roll this one up, it'll stop only just one up, rather than rolling up two squares. So I need to... Oh, yeah, would that work? That might work. Like that. Bingo. Hey. Down, presumably. Excellent. Letter trap. While researching a human postage system, experts installed several experimental front doors with letter traps in the museum. The traps were expected to snag wandering letters. Unfortunately, this one just seemed to collect brightly coloured midweek pizza deals. Oh, there's a fucking mood. Right. So there is an island down there. Can't seem to specifically get to that one yet. Right. So what do we got here? So, 2 small trees. Odds are we've got to go this way. Okay. Ah, damn it, I can't push it down now. Push it up. Then I wouldn't be able to get around. Alright. Nope. Often with these puzzles you just gotta throw shit at them until something sticks. Area. If we can get one log to bridge that gap, the other log to be here-ish in one form or another. It'd have to be vertical. Okay. Then how would... Because if I get that there, so now it's just a question of how do I get... It needs to be sideways on. See, if I knock that one that way, you... that one rolls off, but there's nothing I can use to push those together. Okay, come on, think. There's gotta be a way. Nope, that was wrong. Huh. The thing is that the logs lying on their side, I feel like they're in the wrong position to fill in that gap, so maybe that's wrong. Can get you up to there. So that does work. Ah, come on. Yes, I'm trying to think. Shut up. Damn it. The problem with playing puzzle games is sometimes you just hit an absolute dead end. Because I can't see anywhere else the solution needs to go. As far as I can tell, vertical log straight down here. That's it. That's what I need. I know how to get, like, close. But, you know, I can get a log standing in that position. But then I'd need to push it from above. I can't get a log standing in that position any other way. Because you see, I'm convinced that the log needs to go across here somehow, but I don't get how. Doesn't seem to be too much else to do, unfortunately. I'm sort of running out of puzzles I haven't yet solved, which is irritating. Okay. I can go in there, but then it's like the wrong way for me to cross. So that's not going to work. Right, I think I've just worked that out. Okay. I forgot you could do that. Well, that explains that one. That's why I couldn't work it out. Hey, that's nice. Alright, where the bloody hell does this one go? That's random. So I can cut it in 3 different directions and none of them actually, like, do anything? That's really weird. Sure, we can do that, but then what? That's weird. That's like just a random dead end. Either that, or we'll approach. Even if I approach from below, it's like, how could I do with it? I don't know. That one's weird. That's like I've just walked into a dead end for some reason. looking over what I've got and where I've been. Wondering if there's any places I haven't quite worked out yet. That's right, I went to there and I couldn't work that one out. Even if I did, I think it would just be a shortcut up to there, but could be wrong. Thing is, it's hard. It's actually genuinely quite difficult to keep track of which islands you've solved and which ones you haven't, because the game itself doesn't keep track of that. At least I don't think it does. So yeah, working out where the bloody hell I'm going. Not exactly sure. So I can see that. I can't jump on there because of the rock. Huh. So it does seem like potentially I could get across there, but I'm not sure how. Well, okay. Anything else in the immediate vicinity? Oh, there's something up there I haven't yet done. Oh, no, we checked that, thanks. Hey. Okay. Football. Inflatable flamingo egg. Unverified. Curious aerated egg is now thought to be part of the inflatable flamingo's reproductive cycle. Yeah, because we'd seen that earlier on, hadn't we? The parent bird probably took turns encircling the egg with their rubber ring bodies, thus protecting and incubating it until the inflatable chick emerged. Honestly, that's a documentary I'd watch. Hey, look, we're back at the lighthouse again. So it's not that. I've always wondered if there's like a way to spin this around or something, but I've not run into it yet. So it's definitely got to go across here because it can't go in the one above because it doesn't fit because of the rock. I don't know, maybe at some point you find like a pickaxe or something. That'd be bloody useful, but probably not. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. Knock it that way. Oh, of course, I can do that, can't I? Duh. There it is. Hey, okay, so that's that. So the only thing, yeah, this. Although, if I were to push it... Oh no, we wouldn't be able to knock it upwards. Damn it. Because what I'd want to do is push it up and then up again, but can't do that because it won't stop bloody rolling. I'm gonna push you up. Let me push up without jumping. Okay. So then how else would I get up to that one? He's either got to go on this side, he's got to go here. Both require me to stop it in a certain point and push. Okay, is there anywhere else? Okay, that was where... Oh yeah, that was where I got pushed off and started my proper expedition. Which was quite a surprise to me, I tell you. Look like there's too much else. Kind of running out of places to explore here. What if there's any of these that could be solved a different way? Now that I've learned a few things. No, you can't do it in the middle of the thing, can you? That's a shame. Right, so we can't do that. Alright, so it's not that. Because I'm looking at these rocks, I'm like, some of these rocks could be used as like pushing points or something, but maybe. I'm trying to think of just a place where, like, this is the only one I can think of that I haven't really solved. There was this one, where was it? Oh, hello. Worth a look. That'll work. Maybe it's possible to brick certain places? Well, possibly. As I said, I kind of wish the game told you in a way when you had and hadn't solved something. Or if there were like more than one exit to a thing, so you at least knew like where to look. Because I think the problem this game has, or the big problem that this game has, is that it's very easy to get completely and totally turned around. And like, I don't know where I'm going, I don't know what I'm doing, could be anything, you know? Because sometimes I think, like, you know, you look at that one there on the right. And like, maybe there's a way to get to that island on the right rather than going off to the one on the left, perhaps. But, like, you know, how? I don't know, that's the thing. I get the feeling it's more you make your own adventure game in a way. Yeah, I get that. But the thing is, like, I feel like I've reached a point now where I have solved most of what is available, but I feel like I haven't gotten anywhere. And that is one of the problems with open world games, is that you have to still have a sense of progression. You know, that the player has to think to themselves, okay, I feel like I've gotten somewhere out of all of this. You know? Alright, so where the bloody hell do I need to go for this? That's a good question. I'll do it. Telephone box. Human legend tells us of a special type of delicate blue telephone box that managed to be bigger on the inside, kind of like monster backpacks. Alas, we can only find red ones, where the inside is very small and smells concerning. Doctor Who references. Because like with this one, I feel like the easy answer is getting to the one on the left. How do we get to the one on the right? In fact, even can we get to the one on the right, considering that tree looks like it would just be a shortcut back over to these islands. So, you know, it is that thing of like, sometimes I wish it would just say, you know, you found one of the exits on this island, look for the next one. And it's like, well, I'd like to, but I don't know where I'm looking. You know, because that island could be a thing, but I feel like, considering where the tree is, that tree gets knocked off to the left and forms a bridge taking you back to this already existing area. Then you've got this area, which, you know, there is a thing there, as far as I can tell, but, you know, I don't know. There's a hidden island, but considering this seems to be the bottom end of the map, as far as I can see, I guess that's nothing. Yeah, I just feel like I've reached a dead end here, and I don't know where the hell to go next. There's that one. Have I not? Oh, I haven't worked that one out yet. Okay. What I need... That worked. Whoops. Alright, what have we got? What indeed do we got? So you presumably just knock down to there. Heart-shaped heart. The rise in online surgery tutorials and medical influencers led to a boom in amateur human surgery. One popular procedure was heart augmentation, which transformed the complex, asymmetrical human organ to look more like a neat cartoon heart. Okay, sure, why not? Okay, so we either bridge the gap singular across here, or we double it across there. I mean, I guess we could double it across there, but I don't think so. Or maybe it's doubled up along here, perhaps? Oh, so many possibilities. Okay, well this bad boy can only go... Okay, so we need to, let me see. How do we get... Thought. Nice. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Finally. Okay, so the crossing point is either here or straight along there or somewhere else. Great. Granite! Most humans in England land really didn't spend much time thinking about granite, which is a shame. Not only is it secretly recording data on the world's magnetic field, it's also really tasty. Humans wrote musicals about so many things, yet where was granite? Okay, before I solve that one, let's rewind. Go this way. Okay, so we need to go up, I'm assuming. So technically speaking, there is a way down. Possibly, anyway. That doesn't help. Neither does that, really. The only way... Push it that way, push it that way. So the only way to get to the one on the right is either to push it down or push it no, right, even, get it right. Or knock this one to make a bridge. Then we can push it up or we can push it left. Fine. Then what? So if we push it up, I can't push that. Oh wait, that works. Ooh. Ah, this is about... push. Nailed it. Alright, so yay, we found the way forward. Okay. Okay, that's good. Anyway, right, so we found the way forward, which is a start. God only knows how much there is left at this point, but looks like we found the roller coaster, so that's good news. And I'm pretty convinced that that's our exit. I think. Don't know, but that's my guess. Right, so anyway, it's 4 o'clock, so we're going to take a quick break, and I'll be back in a minute. See you in a sec, guys. And I'm back. Okay, right. So... I think that'll work. Alright, so we got you going down to here. That's fine. That's the easy route. So what do we need to do to go off to the right? We can knock you down here. I can see there's a 3 gap. There's a 3 gap there, and a 3 gap there. Oh, I see how that would work. Okay, yeah, so we gotta... like that. Keep your arms and legs inside the ride at all times. Humans are instructed to keep limbs inside the coaster at all times. Presumably this was to prevent other fairground humans from mistaking the coaster for a terrifying, gigantic, multi-limbed creature. Not inaccurate. Okay. So I guess we're going that way then? Wait, nope, not that. Whee! Okay. Where are we going? That is a bloody good question. Right. Nope, that's wrong. I think we're going that way. Whee! Oh. Oh. Hey, that works. Okay, let me go back. Scream if you want to go faster. England's roller coasters were told to scream if you want to go faster. Perhaps a coaster organism was hard of hearing and needed loud instructions so it knew when to speed up. Again, not entirely accurate. You must be this tall to ride the coaster. The coaster refused to waste its time on interactions with very small humans. This may have been related to force, mass, and acceleration. Larger humans weighed more and thus helped the coaster gain exciting amounts of momentum. Oh. And we're off. Oh, and we stopped already. Okay, where are we going next? That is a very good question. Where are we going next? Okay. Oh, I think I see. Ooh, that's gonna be a difficult one to get to. Assuming it's above there? I mean, it could be above there, but that would just take me back to where I've already been. So... Huh. I can't see how I get something up there, though. Aside from that, I can't see where else we could go. Huh. Probably not that. So yeah, it either goes here or it goes here, and I don't... Like, getting one there is relatively simple, but all that's going to do is just take me back to... Oh, no, wait, I see what it's... Yeah, okay, I was right. That is where you gotta go. Yeah, it is up above there. And... I see where it goes after that. Oh, actually, I don't know if I can... I could probably do that. Push. Then we go around those stones. And... Oh. Oh! Oh, ah. Right, so we are going to have to work this out, aren't we? Hopefully if I reset, that won't be a problem. Yeah, so I kind of balls that up by having the raft be in the wrong place. Let's hope this one works. Wait a sec. Huh. Well, okay then. Pet Cloud. After years spent attempting to control the weather, humans successfully domesticated clouds. These fluffy pets are still around today. They require a damp cupboard even, in which to nest, regular steam feeds, and a saucepan in which they can reign. Check yearly for cases of rainbow war. Honestly, the idea of a pet cloud sounds cute. They sound pretty low maintenance. Okay. Ah. How do I... Okay, so that's that one. That one sends me off in that direction. What about you? Where do you go? Also sending me off in another direction, apparently. So, I would hazard a guess... Oh. But that's where we've got to end up. Okay, well we've got two directions to go in, and I guess we'll take this one because we did it first. Okay. Okay. Well, okay then. Hooray! I got it. Okay, well that being the case. Ooh. Cat flap. Although billed as a cat flap, expert monster physicists have discovered that these hatches could actually be used by any small beast. In fact, pet cats were the creatures least likely to operate a cat flap, preferring instead to yell until England land opened the larger human door. That is 100% accurate. To anyone who has ever owned a cat, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. So what do we got? We can get across to this one. To this completely, totally an empty island. That's random. Nah. Hang on a tick. What I can think of is to knock that way. And unless, oh, that could be, maybe that island on the left's a red herring? Because I don't see a tree on the one beneath it. I'm wondering if maybe that island there isn't, like, meant for that? Nope, nope. Then again, maybe not. So we've got to get it either here, straight up, or here, straight up. And I'm like... Can't go up. Okay. You need to either stop it there, you need to stop it there, or way to reset that. This is about the only thing I can think of doing at this point. So, push you there and push you there. Gotcha. Still don't get the point of that, but okay. I guess that's just straight up like that. Fair enough. Okay, hold that thought. Backtrack, go around, because of course. Creature Containment Ball. This human artifact seems to be derived from a popular cartoon series. The show featured a human child who threw balls like this one at rodents and shouted, "I must collect all of them." Well, that's what he shouted in the non-Uni-Mexican equivalent. Okay, so obviously I've got to get into the area on the right. The only way to do that would be to put a log across this gap, as far as I can see. But like the fact that it's got that area that I can't get to kind of just absolutely calls that. Although, maybe I'm being an idiot. Maybe I'm being an idiot. He says, of course I'm being an idiot. We've discussed this. That's all I ever am. I are dumb. Okay, so yeah, you can go over there, but then what do I want to do with it? If I push you that way, that's fine. Push you that way, and then I could push you that. So that does give me that bridge I was after. That's no. That's a no-no. It can roll across, it can't fall on it. That's the difference. Oh! Reset. That works, I think. Alright, so we both arrive on this island in more or less the same way as before. Fair enough. So we need to get across here. Okay. So we need to either push it, I suppose that way. Oh, I see where that's going. Alright, so you want me to go... Okay, so if you look at that one up above, you can clearly see there's a tall tree there. If I just... It's clearly a tall tree there. So obviously that tall tree is going to knock down, and the place where my character is standing is going to become a raft, and it's going to allow me to push up. But it looks like I'm not going that way, because this looks to be another raft going south. Push! Uh-huh. Oh. Wait, we're here? Why are we here? I've done all this bit. No, I haven't. You're right. I haven't. Oh, right. I get it. Of course. Yeah, this was the point, because I went to the right and I did all of that bit. So now if I go on the left, it'll take me around and I'll hit the other side of that tree. Okay. All right. Ah, okay. That's an interesting way to do it. All right. No complaints. That's actually pretty good. I like that. Okay. What are we doing? We need to make a thing up there. Okay, so we need to push you up. A goldfish bowl. These gossip-loving fish were intensely curious about human activity and could not stand feeling out of the loop. Humans thus had to store them in completely clear containers to ensure they always had a good view of any interesting drama. That's Twitter, isn't it? Anyway. Right, so we can go... go north. That's one route. Nice. Right, so that's all of that. Nope. Perfect chameleon. Human experts famously poo-pooed the idea of a perfectly camouflaged chameleon. In fact, one species was easily capable of such transformations, but it was simply not detectable by humans. These creatures flourished inside human homes, secretly becoming the most common human pet of all time. Fair enough. Ah. I'm thinking if I push that one up there and then get the other one there as well somehow. Then it becomes a thing. Nope. Where it becomes a raft and I can get straight across. But I'm not seeing that. Huh. That's right, I never quite worked this one out yet either, did I? No. Knowing that I can't push that up. Like, I kind of figured that's what I had to do. Huh. That's very strange. That's exactly what I thought was going to have to happen. I thought you could do that. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Okay, so that's not it. So in that, there's got to be a way to get across to here. See, I can do that. That works, but it's the wrong way round. So that doesn't help. Because really I'd need it to be here, but facing the way it's facing there, in order to push it across. Or I need to find a way to get both of them over to here to make a raft across there. It's one or the other. Okay, that was a new one. Didn't know you could do that. Huh. Okay, that's definitely new. That was not something I knew you could do. So something up on a log over another log. So yeah, if it's on a stump, you can roll it over another log. Huh. Don't necessarily know if that helps me, but maybe it does. Now there's not a lot I can do. Okay, fine, I can do that, but to what end? Like, I'm not sure if that actually helps me here or not. Okay. There's got to be a way to do this. Oh, wait. Am I being an idiot? Oh, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's that, but the other way around? Question mark? That'll do it. Whew. Okay. Okay, yeah, look, we're very close to that though, so let's see if we can work this one out. What's the point of the lower one? The fact that this one can only get knocked down that way, that's like, what the hell is the point of that? Because then it can only ever be knocked either left or right. You can't knock it back up. And it's not like knocking it over gains you access to anything. It's just there. That would be why. Alright, now, this one. So we know that that one has to be hit that way. Fine. Which ends up pointing it in that direction. Oh, unless... Oh, this could be incredibly easy and I'm overcomplicating it. Yep, there it is. Okay. There it is. Perfect. Push. Have I ever played any games from Supergiant? They're the ones that did Bastion, aren't they? Yeah, I played Bastion. Bastion's a good game. I really like Bastion. I did pick up, what was their second game? Transistor? I picked that up. I remember playing it for like half an hour, not really liking the combat that much. I don't think I ever went back to it. And I think after that one, they did the 3v3 battle thing, which wasn't really my kind of game. That's not the kind of games I like. I think they came up with another one recently, and there was another reason. Pyre, yes, that was the one. That was the 3v3 battle arena thing. I didn't really get into that. It's not my kind of game. Hades, that's the most recent one. Yes, I did a one-off one on Hades. I did a single episode on that. That was good fun. I'm always a little unsure about like, you know, randomly generated games like that. But that one seemed quite fun. But yeah, I played Hades for a bit, just not for very long. Roguelikes or roguelikes. I don't like... Here's the thing. I think we need to get out of the terms of using games in game descriptions. It's why people are trying to rename Metroidvanias as search action these days. So that we don't hold up a certain game as like, oh, this is the perfect example of it. So I think we gotta go anyway. Yeah, sorry, that's an aside. Actually, that's a good point. I don't know where we're going at this point. I don't know, but we're going. Blimmin' heck. Hey, we've arrived. Sort of. Oh, hey, are we right? Oh my god, we're right next to the exit. Well, I'm assuming it's the exit. Yeah, that would be the exit. It's not going to be that simple, though, is it? I guess not, huh? You don't like the term search action. I mean, I could understand that. I mean, having the term Metroidvania in your dictionary for so long, it does sort of make it feel like a natural fit. But there is good reasoning behind why people want to get away from things like roguelikes, Souls-likes, Metroidvanias. is because when you are constantly comparing an entire genre to one game, it can make it seem like that particular game is the perfect example of what that genre should be. So, you know, oh, if you're gonna do a Souls-like game, it has to be like Dark Souls. If you're gonna do a Metroidvania, it's either got to look just like Metroid 3 or just like Symphony of the Night. And like, it can stunt people's creativity by, you know, preventing them from seeing what else a genre could do. You know? It's like how, in a way, don't forget, we have moved away from games that used to be referred to as Doom clones, and now, of course, these days we refer to them as first-person shooters. So we have moved away from games being, you know, X-like to now being called by a easily established genre title. I guess, but it's mainly that they were trendsetters, but my god, we need to work on the naming. I mean, yeah, I'm not 100% sold on the term search action. It's not a great name, but it is what it is, you know? Looks like we can go off again. So yeah, we've seen the exit, but we can't go there just yet. I was going to say, I was a bit surprised. I've heard this game was a bit longer than that, but... so I get the feeling... So, in terms of... We've explored quite a bit now, haven't we? Like, explored a lot more than we had before. But we still got huge chunks of the map we haven't been to yet, so, okay. We got the down one, that's not a problem. Relatively. Ooh, what's that? Pretty glowy thing. Oh, anyway, yeah, it's gone 5. So, yeah. We're going to take another quick break, and I'll be back in a minute. See you in a sec, guys. And we are back. Right. Okay, so we know how to go south. That's not a problem. How do we go north? There's a couple of possibilities. Could we... Because what I'm thinking, I do have a sort of an idea for this, but I'm not like sure. Because what I'm thinking, if I can get a log vertically in that bit of water, and then get a log horizontally in that bit of water in front of where my character is, then I can roll this bit of log that I'm standing on along it and create a path vertically at the very end. I think that's what you're supposed to do. I think. But I don't know. Because there's two possibilities. It's either there or it's here. And I don't know which one it is. Okay. Honestly, these two are in exactly the right position. It's just this one I'm not sure about. How do I get you... Because, like, that's a start. Huh. Okay, so yeah, you can do that. Alright. Okay then. That... Maybe we do that one afterwards. Oh, it's got the same bloody problem again. Maybe it's not that then. Oh, come on, we're in a hair's breadth away from this now. Right, so yes, I can get that one. Damn it, how did I get it up there again? I forgot what I did. Hang on. Pushed it that way, then I pushed it back up. What did I do to get it up there? Oh, bollocks, I've actually forgotten what the hell I was doing. Because I just did it sort of on accident. I wasn't really paying attention to what I was moving around. Damn it. Oh, what the bloody hell did I do? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that's gonna piss me off because I got that one in the right position, but I think I screwed up the other two. So now it was a case of what the hell did I end up doing? Oh, come on. I was so friggin' close to working this out. that's what I did. Okay, now how do we get you? Oh, I just need to... That's what I want to do, but that's the wrong bloody place. Knock that one down. Okay, so I'm... Oh god, I'm within a hair's breadth of this. I'm just pushing that one off, just makes the raft there, but that doesn't help. Not that. Would that work? Oh, that could work. Oh, come on, we're so bloody close, I can... And that's the right way, but now the other log's fallen in the wrong place. No, that's just not working. I don't know what the hell I'm missing here. Like, I am so close to getting it, but it... I don't know. I'm gonna leave that one for a bit because I'm just wasting way too much time. Okay. You see, now that worked. Rainbow brittle. Humans used prisms to separate white light into rainbows for many years. Physically capturing rainbows came later when optical scientists discovered in-prisming technology. Solid rainbows have a minty flavor and were often sold as sweets. Very true. Okay. Well, it's a start. Television wand. These ornate sticks were used to summon or banish entertainment from an electronical box. Electrical even, not electronical. Possession of the stick allowed the human user to choose for what the entire group must watch, so the stick was the focus of much conflict. Again, very true. Okay, where are we aiming for? No, that's not gonna work. I see the thinking, but I'm also thinking no. So we either need... Well, we can't make a 3-line down that bit there, so that's not really going to work out. So we probably need to make a gap here or along here. Which is going to be difficult, because it's going to require... Because even if I did get a log here or here, how would I push it down to... Huh. Maybe that's not what I'm aiming for? Question mark. Feels like it is. Like, it feels like I should be going down here. I mean, I could go up, but I think the up one is connected for me if I go around the other way. I think. So, that, I don't know. Huh. Also, there's not a lot I can do with most of these things anyway. Okay, so first things first, the only thing we have to do, we have to knock that down. That's definite. But then do we roll that somewhere else, or do we leave it there? So for you, if I push you up, I can't push you left. I can push you right and make a bridge. That's an option. But why would I want to do that? Maybe I am supposed to go up. Oh. Because I could see up being a route, actually, looking at it. Ah, it does become a bit more complicated. Hmm. Yeah, so maybe I'm thinking actually I can't go down. Like down feels like the natural way to go because I can easily see how I can get off of that island, but this section here, I can't see how I could get a log here and push it down. Oh, unless... No, that wouldn't work. Because like this one would obviously block this one. The stump blocks that one. So I'd have to get a log vertically into one of these two places. And I don't... Oh, the... Technically, maybe I could do that, but... How would I... Oh, hang on. Okay, that could... push it along like that. I'd also need to get one there. I don't know what to do with this bottom tree though. Knock you down there. No, maybe not. Because I was thinking if I could knock that down there but have like a horizontal log on that spot, I could flip it over the horizontal log, but then it's a question of, well, fuck do I do that? Because these two trees over here are so isolated, there's like not really anything I can like roll against them, if you know what I mean. And like I'd need a horizontal bar in that spot too, which I also can't quite. I guess that sort of works, but not really. Well, that's two dead ends I've run into now. The other one was that second, well, you know, that one over there. I mean, it would take me up the top, which would at least potentially maybe answer some of my questions, but I don't know. Okay. Let's think now. I don't know. I've run into 2 complete dead ends and there's nothing else left for me to try. Sometimes I wish this game had a hint system. Just to point me in the right fucking direction. I don't know. No pun intended, but I'm stumped. So... a second. Hmm. Raft up top right, then one more log. Yeah, I mean, that's a possibility. The problem you've got is that in order to make the raft up top, you can make the raft up top right pretty easily by doing that and then doing that. Right, that's fine. But then it's like, how do you get this one up there? Because that doesn't work. Once you knock this one down, if you don't immediately punt it across this way, then you can't push it any further up. But if you do push the raft over here, then you can't get this tree, the lower one, to make the raft. Because then it becomes a thing of, well, the only way to deal with the tree is to knock it downwards. Which you can do. That's fine, but then it's like, well, you can do that, I suppose. But then it's like, okay, well, what the hell do I do with this? It doesn't work, you know, because the only way to knock it is to knock it down, and so it's like you can make a raft easily enough, but then the third log ultimately becomes pointless. And like there's nothing you can do with it. You literally can't put it back, you can't roll it to anywhere of use. Is it not possible to use the bottom right tree, use it as last? How do you mean? Can you make the raft at the bottom? You mean make the raft down here? Well, here's the thing. Technically speaking... Oh, actually, God, you're right. I could do that. I didn't even think of that. Okay, that worked. Hang on. So we need to... Okay, that's that. So now, we unfortunately need to work out what the fudge I gotta do on this one. Because I don't want to leave this area until I crack it. So, I gotta work this out. Okay. So I'm thinking I want to ignore what my idea before was. I'm thinking that's probably fucking wrong. And I want to come up with something else just by seeing what I can do. No, that's close, but not quite. Sadly. Huh. Apparently that's the thing you can do. Not that that helps me very much. No, that wouldn't work. Hmm. Well, I'll tell you what. My head's starting to hurt because I've been thinking way too much this afternoon. We're going to leave it here for today, and I'm probably going to end up dreaming about this over the next couple of days. But I'll see if I can come up with an answer between streams. If not, I mean, we know where the way forward is. I can always just ignore this one and move on. But I do want to try to get to it. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But we'll leave it there for today. I need to go and have a nice long lie down. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.